Well, good evening and welcome to the WFO Racing Network. Tonight we are live with the American SimRacing League for the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series, and this is going to be the championship race at Phoenix tonight. But it's going to be more than 4 drivers competing for a championship because we also have 4 drivers competing for a Dash for Cash as well. Those drivers I'm going to go ahead and mention first before we go over our championship drivers. But our 4 eligible Dash for Cash drivers are going to be Ray Polking, Todd Chase, Richard Fletcher, and Todd Cray. So those 4 drivers will be in a Dash for Cash tonight. Ray Polking was the Dash for Cash winner at Homestead, so he'll be competing tonight for another Dash for Cash. Now, we've got 4 drivers that are going to compete for a championship here tonight at Phoenix Raceway. Those 4 drivers, we mentioned them last week, but we're going to go over them again just to refresh your memory there. It's going to be Johnny Avila, Steve Yenish, Adam Matz, and Hunter Waters. So that's going to be your cars to keep an eye on racing for a championship. Johnny Avila will be in the 63. You got Hunter Waters in the 7. Steve Yenish will be in the 27. And then we got Adam Matz in the 9 car. So that's your 4 cars competing for the championship here in the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series at American SimRacing League. And I guess I better get my Discord channel here. I wasn't on the Discord, so I had to jump over there real quick. We do want to thank everybody for tuning in. Hope you look forward to a great and exciting race here at Phoenix tonight. Really happy to be back in the booth this week. And happy to be bringing you this broadcast right here. So we're going to take a look at the field. They're getting ready for their warm-up. So this is not the start of the race. This is just their warm-up right here. Kind of a little, I don't know, you might call it a practice race or kind of a little heat warm-up. It's exactly what it is. It's a warm-up. So see the cars are 2x2 out here. Getting ready for the command to go for their warm-up session. This is going to go for about 8.5 minutes, and then we're going to get to our regular racing, which is going to be a Dash for Cash for 4 drivers, and another 4 drivers. One of them guys is going to be a champion. And here we go. You see the 21 car, Todd Cray, out in front of this one here on the warm-up. Todd going to drive it in the corner really deep there, run a higher line. Able to get a good run off the corner. And this might be a preview to what we see later. You know, if a car looks good here for the next 8 minutes, then we know that that car might be a challenger later on in the regular race here at Phoenix tonight. So I'm going to see if maybe I can steal 1 or 2 of these guys. Do a quick pre-race interview. So we'll keep an eye on some of our championship guys. We'll take a look at that number 7 car right there. That's going to be Hunter Waters. And if one of these championship guys jumps out, maybe we'll pull them up in the booth. We got one, 63 of Johnny Avila. So let me find him real quick on the list. Yeah, he's going the wrong direction. I think he's going to get it straightened out, though. Maybe we can get Johnny up here, and we'll see if he'll give us a few words. Johnny Avila, driver of that 63. You got a copy, buddy?
I hear you, bud.
Hey, it's Vern up in the broadcast booth, man. I wanted to pull you in here before the race tonight while you're doing your warm-up and see how you're feeling about racing for that championship tonight.
Well, seeing Steve qualify in the back kind of made me feel better because this track's pretty hard to pass. So hopefully he can stay back there because he is going to be scary to battle along with Adam and Hunter. So it's going to be an interesting race.
Yeah, you definitely got you got some stiff competition there, but I'll tell you what, that 63 doesn't look too bad out there. So I think you might have a pretty decent car under you tonight.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. Loose tracks tend to be more my style, so I'm looking forward to it.
All right, and I think I done some reading here. Now you are you a previous champion?
Yeah, I've won two. I've won one in the Xfinity and one in the trucks.
Okay, so you got a couple. So you'd be going for your first Cup championship.
Yeah, trying to complete the triple with all three series.
Yeah, that would be the triple, wouldn't it? If you got a truck and an Xfinity. So, man, that's going to be fun for you to race for tonight, Johnny.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep the spotlight on your car here in the not just a warm-up, but definitely in the race. We're going to spend a lot of time on you four drivers. And I'll tell you got four guys competing for a dash for cash out there, too.
Oh, yeah. So everybody's kind of got their own little race going on. So you got to keep in mind who you're racing and who's around you, right? Can't put yourself in a dangerous position, especially if, like, some people are racing for dash for cash, and I don't really have a championship battle around me. It's probably better to let those guys go, let them do their thing.
Spoken like a true champion right there, Johnny. Not even going to lie. Spoken like a true champion, and just paying attention to your surroundings is probably the key there. But good luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll be talking to you at the end of this thing as a champion.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'll move you back down to your channel, too.
All right. Thank you.
So that's Johnny Avila right there. Glad we could get him in the booth with us tonight. I think we're going to pull the number 7 up, too, of Hunter Waters. So we'll go ahead. That's going to be Johnny Avila's teammate, but Hunter also competing for a title. Hunter Waters, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, I caught you while you're practicing. Hopefully that don't bother you too bad.
No, not at all.
All right, so you're racing a teammate and a couple of other guys for a championship here at Phoenix. Tell me how that 7 car feels so far.
It is definitely going to be interesting in the dog leg. I think we'll see some. If nobody has full control over their car, it's really easy to just lose it, whether you are down in the apron or just really going through the banking. I've had some instability going through there as well. So it'll be a battle of attrition a little bit, keeping the tires clean. Steve and Johnny are both very fast, so I'll take all the luck I can get tonight and see where it winds up at the end.
Oh, absolutely. And man, I'll tell you, strategies is probably something you've been working on all week, right?
Well, I did some races whenever we were here in the A Fixed. I think I did 2 or 3 races. Granted, those don't ever give you too much information, but have an idea about how many laps you can go on fuel and have an idea on, when that kind of tire plateau starts to exist. So just need to understand, when will be the best times to pit. Just pay attention to the other guys' strategies if we have some green flag runs and, just react accordingly.
So you're actually chasing your first championship here, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So be championship number 1 and probably nothing better to do it right here in the Elite Series.
Yep. I'm definitely not taking anything for granted tonight. I know that I'll have to race really hard with how talented Adam, Steve, and Johnny all are. So it's really a toss-up between the 3 of them and hopefully myself too.
Yeah, you've got a teammate down there that said he's won a truck and an Xfinity championship, so he's trying to get him a Cup championship, and you got some competition tonight, Hunter.
Yep, Johnny definitely has some experience. He knows how to get it done. He's actually putting his getting to my back bumper right now, going through the corners, testing out to see how I guess I'll handle that if the if the situation arises. So
Yeah,
it'll be fun. He knows what he's doing, so I'll just have to be careful.
we're watching that on the broadcast right now, so we can see what's going on. Hunter, hopefully we get you back in the booth later and get to interview you for that championship, buddy. Good luck to you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Vern.
All right, so there's a couple of your championship drivers. Got them in here for a quick interview, and it's a couple of different races going on within a race. You got the Dash for Cash 4 drivers, and then you got the Championship Chase 4 drivers, and then you got the rest of the drivers who just want to prove a point and maybe get a win to wrap up the season here. And not just prove a point, but to get the win for momentum for next season even. I mean, you got all that going on right here at Phoenix, wrapped up in one race. It's going to be awesome. We're only about a minute away. Actually, we're less than a minute away before they're going to start gridding up, and this championship race is going to get going really quickly here. We'll take a look at that starting grid in about 30 seconds as these drivers will be lining up. There's the 7 now. He's giving the 63 a bump. Those are teammates right there. Both the 7 and 63 will be competing for the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series Championship tonight. Oh, 63 gets a little bit loose here. It is warm-up. Oh, he's going to put it in that outside wall a little bit. Now he's going to try to run his teammate back down. They only got about 4 seconds left, and then we're going to reset and get ready to race. And Jessica, you're going to want to stay tuned in. Todd's going to be racing for the Dash for Cash tonight. Oh, that's 2 teammates going around, but that's going to do it for warm-up session right here. And we're going to get ready to start lining up. And we're going to find a car to focus on maybe, I don't know. There we go. We're on pit road here, so let's get up on the front row. Let's take a look at your starting grid while we're doing that. Starting on the pole here tonight, he's racing for a championship. That's the 63 of Johnny Avila. So Johnny's got he obviously quick car in qualifying, so that looks good. That's where you want to start. No doubt if you're racing for a championship. To his outside in second, you're going to find a 19 car, Dwayne Hunt. Starting third tonight, another driver racing for a championship, the number 7 right there, Hunter Waters. In his outside in fourth, this driver's racing for the Dash for Cash here at Phoenix tonight. That's going to be the 21 of Todd Cray. Starting fifth on the field, another championship racer, the number 9, Adam Matz. We've seen him be the 4th one to set that spot last week at Homestead. So keep an eye on that 9 car tonight. And his outside, the previous Dash for Cash winner at Homestead is going to be the 46 of Ray Polking, and he'll be racing for another Dash for Cash here tonight. 7th on the grid is going to be the number 11 of Joseph Seville, and to his outside in 8th, you'll find the 84 Cody Blackmore. Starting 9th is going to be the 83 of Joe Burchett. In his outside in 10th, that's going to be a Dash for Cash racer, the 20 of Todd Chase. Starting 11th, Richard Fletcher in the 43 will be racing in the Dash for Cash. To his outside in 12th is going to be a championship contender here tonight, the 27 of Steve Yenish. 13th is going to be the 89 of Jeff Yenish, and his outside in 14th will be the 45 of Tyler Powers. Starting 15th on the field is going to be the 72 of Johnny Cochran. And that's going to do it for your starting grid, and we are going to get ready. We're going to get ready to go racing right here. Green flag is out. We are racing in Phoenix for the championship in the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series. Johnny Avila in the 63 and his teammate Hunter Waters in the 7 going to take over the P2 spot. Look at Adam Matz in the 9. That 9 car back there battling hard. He's in the 4th spot, but he's trying to take that third spot away, so you can see these championship contenders. First 3 cars all contending for a championship right here. Oh, and we got a wreck. Not sure what that car was because I don't have my timing and scoring ready, but we're going to do that real quick. I think it was the 19, yes, and you can see a lot of damage on the front of that car. Not really sure what caused this, but what do you say we find out, right? So keeping an eye on the 19 car right here. I know this car's loose in the dog leg, and that's exactly what it looked like happened there. 19's going to get loose, bring it around. Unfortunately, contact with the outside wall. So he's going to have some damage on that car and have to take it down to the attention of the crew. And that's going to put us under caution right here on lap 3. And we heard Johnny talk about how loose this car could get in the dog leg, I believe he said. So we witnessed it firsthand right there. And you hate to see that for a driver, but he'll have to go down there and get it worked on. No fast repairs here, so kind of like real life. You know, you get damage on that car, you got to take it to the attention of your crew. And hopefully they can put it back together, you know, as good as it was before. Good news about Phoenix is it is a shorter track, so the aerodynamics don't seem to be as critical as they would be on a 1.5 mile or a super speedway. Phoenix kind of races like a short track, and it is a short track, so it should race like one. Well, I mean, relatively speaking, it's definitely not like a 1.5 miles. I'm just going to stop right there. I'm just kidding. So we got 3 championship contenders right here in the top 3. And another one started towards the back, but he's not wasting any time getting up towards the front here. As you've got Steve Yenish in the 27 riding in the 6th spot right now. So as far as the Dash for Cash drivers go, the leader of them so far is going to be this 21 right here at Todd Cray. Todd racing for the Dash for Cash. And he is the first of those 4 drivers so far. We'll find some of the other ones in a second. Richard Fletcher, I think, is going to be the next one in line for the Dash for Cash in the 43. Ray Polking's 46 right here. And we missed somebody. I think it's Todd Chase. He's in the 20, and he's on pit road, actually, so Todd's going to be a lap down. Got a little damage on that car. We're going to be 2x2 right here, so we're going to get ready for our first restart here at Phoenix on lap 5. Pace cars in. Waiting for it here. See these guys 2x2. I'll make sure we're live. Yep. There we go. Back to green flag racing on lap 5, 6 at the line. So lap 6 right here at the line. Little bit of change, maybe a battle for third. No, the 9's going to keep it. In fact, Adam Matz in that 9 is going to go for the P2 spot. So Matz is on the gas, trying to get around Hunter Waters. That's not going to work. Hunter's going to hold on to the 2nd spot. And Matz had to cover pretty quickly because that 21 of Todd Cray, he's right there. Now Todd's going to look to the bottom. Nothing there. We got a car loose back there. Not sure which car that was, but we definitely had a car loose right there on the bottom. Oh, Jeff Yenish. So that was the 89 car getting loose and going to the back here. Meanwhile, we'll get back up here to the 6th position. You'll find the 27 of Steve Yenish. Reading up on the history a little bit. I believe Steve Yenish is a defending champion as well. So that driver of the 27 car is no stranger to it. It was awesome to get a couple of those guys in here. But, during the warm-up session, hear what their take is on tonight. And those two drivers happen to be 1 and 2 on the racetrack right now. And I didn't do it really on purpose. I just kind of randomly drew some guys up here that were in the championship to talk to. So as that stood, I got the two drivers running 1 and 2 on the field. But I'll tell you, they're not really getting away from this third-place guy racing for the championship, the 9-car Adam Matz. He's right there, and that 21 of Todd Cray's looking pretty good too. Todd Cray, of course, one of the 4 drivers going for the Dash for Cash at Phoenix tonight. Todd working on the back of that 9-car. This is your top 4 right here, and the top 4 trying to open it up just a little bit on the rest of the field. These guys are right together. You get back to 5th, though, you'll find the 45 of Tyler Powers. Or Taylor. Nope, it's Tyler. There's no A in there. It's definitely Tyler. So he's in the 45 car. Tyler Powers is. He's got Joseph Seville's number 11 behind him in 6th. And you see the 11's got company with the 27 there, Steve Yenish. Yenish, though's got Joe Burchett's 83 back there. So these 3 cars are doing battle right now. It's going to be for 6th, 7th, and 8th position on the track. We got a fan for Hunter Waters in the chat there. And see that 7 car still holding the 2nd position right behind his teammate, the 63 of Johnny Avila. And then, of course, you got the 9 of Adam Matz right there. So good race up front if you're just tuning in. Top 3 cars there, not just battling for the race win, but battling for a championship. Johnny Avila, 63, 7 of Hunter Waters, 9, Adam Matz. Yenish dropping a spot, though. He's going to fall back to 8th. Looks like he's battling for 7th. I think he might get that spot. I don't know. 11's holding strong on the outside. Will he clear him? Yes, sir. So 27's going to get in front of the 11. That's going to put the 27 back to the 7th position. So you're taking a look at the championship. They're running 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 7th. Dash for Cash is running 4th. 10th, 13th, and 14th. So 4th, 10th, 13th, and 14th. That's your Dash for Cash positions as they run now. And we're watching the 21 and 9 do battle right here. It's Todd Cray and Adam Matz. This battle's been going on for a while. Todd's been working on the back of the 9 car, but I'll tell you, these guys better watch out because that 45 of Tyler Powers he's reeling them in. Tyler's not in the championship for the Dash for Cash, but that don't mean he don't want to come up here and get him a win tonight. So the 45 Tyler Powers doing a great job around the track here. And I'm sure tire wear is going to be an issue. They're lap 18 now, but you see some of these guys that might be fast at the front end of the run might not be as quick as some of the others on the later end of the run. You see Todd Cray, though, he's closed right up on the back of that 9. The 7 car not letting the 63 get away from him up front either. So it was 4 cars up here trying to get away. Now we got a 5th car added to the mix. That's the 45 of Tyler Powers. Real quick caution tonight on lap 3. Since then, it's pretty well settled out. These guys are single file for the most part. The 9 able to put a little bit of pressure on the 7 there momentarily. Johnny Avila in the 63 is trying to sneak away from him a little bit here. They got Avila in here for a pre-race interview, and I'll tell you, he won the truck championship here, then the Xfinity title, and he's trying to win the top series here tonight, the Cup Series, the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series. And I'll tell you what, that 63 is wheeling it around here, and we got a caution flag. Just seen it pop up. Not sure what car it was, but well, we had one smoking right there. Still don't know who it was. I'm going to take a guess here. All right, so keeping an eye on that 83 car. Let's see what caused caution flag number 2. Ooh. Car stepped out on him hard into the outside wall. Man, I'll tell you, you'd love if it was going to step out, if you could really keep it out of that wall, but it's really hard at this track to do that. And unfortunately, you see a lot of damage on the front of that 83 car for that. So caution flag on lap 23, caution number 2. Who's going to be our takers on pit road here? We'll see if there's anybody. I don't see anybody headed down there yet. Got some takers, the 9 car, the 21 car. They're going to come down pit road right here. Not a bad time to do it while it's under caution. And there's 4 sets of tires for these guys tonight. Just got that from, just got that message, so 4 sets of tires. Looks like they can run about 85 to 90 laps on a fuel run here. And going to have a scheduled stage break at lap 45 tonight. So lap 45 will be the stage break. And also, if anyone's tuned in that is interested, the American Sim Racing League is recruiting for next season, which is going to begin on January 1st using the Xfinity car. And that's going to be a 17-race season. If you want to sign up, go to the website, which I have in the description of the stream here, which is going to be American Sim Racing League.wordpress.com, spring 2023 schedule. But I have a link for it, so that'll take you to the website where you can sign up for it. So wanted to get that out there. We are caution flag number 2 on lap 26. First two cautions led to a little bit of damage for a couple of drivers. Hopefully the crews can get it straightened out. So far, the 63 and the 7 been up front since the beginning. You see Steve Yenish is going to stay out. He'll restart in the 4th position in that 27 car. And the pace car is in. Johnny Avila, 63, is going to lead us back off to racing here. Green flag racing, anyway. So looking at the 63, Avila, the 7, Waters, 45, Powers, 27, Yenish, and green flag's out. I'll tell you what, that Johnny Avila wasted no time getting back on the gas pedal. Hunter Waters in the 7's going to clear his outside opponent. And I'll tell you, though, we still got 3 of the championship 4 in the top 3. As Steve Yenish in the 27 is going to move up to the 3rd spot. So Avila's leading it. Look at Yenish close up on the back of that 7. He's going to drop right to the bottom here, be side by side with the 7. Steve Yenish. I think before the caution, he was back around the 6th or 7th position. That caution come out, he got him a little more track position, restarted 4th, and you see him right now. He's going to get that 2nd spot, it looks like. Yenish trying to clear the 7 car. He's got him. Look at Matzo in the 9, Adam Match. Your top 4 championship contenders in the top 4 right here. Matzo's going to take over the 3rd spot. He's going to try to drag Todd Cray with him. You remember, we seen those 2 cars on pit road. So the 9 and the 21 were both on pit road. Now the 9's going to go for the 2nd spot. He is one of your championship 4, Adam Matz in the 9 car. He's going to take the 2nd spot away. And I bet you he got tires when he was on pit road because that car looks considerably faster than those cars that stayed out. So the 9 car is going to go to the lead. Adam Matz to the lead for the first time, going around the 63. Now the 63 is going to battle with the 27. Well, it was a short battle with the 21 because the 21 had tires. So Todd Cray is going to go to the P2 spot. Avila's going to go to 3rd right here, and he's going to have Steve Yenish in the 27 on his bumper. And it looks like Hunter Waters in the 7's falling back to the 6th position now. So your top 4 drivers getting shuffled around a little bit as some of these guys with tires are starting to work their way through the field. Avila able to get away from the 27 car, and the 27's fading a little bit back there now. Steve Yenish going to fall back to 5th. He's going to go behind the 84, Cody Blackmore. And that's just difference in tires and stuff here. Meanwhile, back up front, Adam Matz, one of your championship 4 contenders in the lead. 2nd place is going to be Todd Cray, driving a 21 car, and he's going to be one of the Dash for Cash 4. We look at the Dash for Cash drives, or the drivers. You got Cray in 2nd, Ray Polking back here in 6th place in the 46 car. And then I believe Richard Fletcher, is he on the track now? Yes, he is. 43 is going to be Fletcher. And he's back in 12th. And Todd Chase's 20 car right here. He's going to be in 14th position. Those your 4 Dash for Cash drivers there. Meanwhile, these guys took tires, man, and I'll tell you, the 9 car and the 21 starting to check out a little bit. You go back to 3rd place. Actually, 4th place. 63 of Johnny Avila. Avila leading a lot of laps there before that lap 23 caution that seen some of these cars come to pit road, and now Avila's shuffled back to the 4th position. He's still the lead, or well, actually he's the 2nd place car of the 4 championship cars here. And the 3rd place of the 4 championship cars right now, as they stand, is going to be the 27 of Steve Yenish. But I'll tell you, stage wins and stuff are important. I know they accumulate points for that. And right now, Adam Matz is the leader. I'm sure Matz would love to get this stage win right here. It's going to be happening at lap 45, so. He's got Todd Cray, though, and Cray's just cutting it down to the bottom there. So we'll have to see if Cray can wrestle the lead away from him before we get to the stage break here. I'll tell you, this stage ending might have been the strategy for the 9 car. So Matz might have seen that as a good opportunity to come in and take 4 tires and just see what he could go out and do. Johnny's hanging in there. Johnny Avila, 63 car, running in the 4th position right now. He's got Steve Yenish, though, working the back bumper pretty good. And I'll tell you that this is the, when you get back here to the 63 and 27 and some of these cars, these are guys that can't wait for the stage break. The front 2 guys, though, probably not so much. They got fresher tires, so they're able to go out here, and they got about 2 seconds to 3rd place. Pardon me. I think I yawned a little bit right there. A long day for me. A little bit tired, so we're going to get this done, though. Going to bring this championship race to you. Matt's in that 9 car, man. That thing looks real clean. He's fast. Cray's going to fall a few car lengths off that leader, too. Todd Cray running in the 2nd spot. Cray using an entirely different line through that dog leg. I mean, entirely different. Looks like the 46 of Polking is going to move up to the 4th spot. He's going to get around Johnny Avila and send Avila back to 5th. It looks like Yenish is going to fall back to 7th now. You see some of these guys, probably fresher tires, you know. Polking getting around these guys. The 72 trying to get around them. So we know the 63 and the 27, the 7, these guys have not been to pit road yet since the start of this. So they've got all 4 of their sets of tires here. And this race is 156 laps at Phoenix here tonight. You're watching Avila in the 63, and he's battling with the 72 and Jerry Cochran, the 3rd here. So that battle's for the top 5. And you see Steve Yenish moving back in. He's also battling. Now he's side by side with the 63. So we should have a caution flag coming up, I would think. Getting back up front with your leader, Adam Matz in the 9. Still got it up front, P1. Todd Cray back there in P2. And caution flag is out. End of the stage here. Stage number 1 is over. And the 9 car, Adam Matz, going to take the win in the first stage right here. So congratulations to him for the stage win. So while they're under caution flag here, we'll let them get pitted, but I'm going to try to grab a word with our race leader. That's the driver of the 9 car here, Adam Matz. So we'll see if we can get a word with him. We'll see he's going to bring the 9 to pit road. 21 of Todd Cray's going to follow suit. And I would suspect we're going to see most of the cars come to pit road here tonight. Or on this one here. The stage break as we see the 43 car going to pit road as well. 19 car, Dwayne Hunt rejoining the field, so good to see him back. All right, so there's the 9 car on pit road. Oh, looked like he might overshot that pit stall a little bit. He's going to take right sides, and now the left side's going to go up on the 9. And I believe the 21 might beat him off of pit road right here. And he does. So the 9 did come in the leader. 21 behind him, but it looked like his pit stop right there might have been a little slower. I'm going to see if we can borrow him, get him up in the broadcast booth for a second. Adam Matz, Vern Bradley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
All right. How's the car feel out there? Looked like you were able to lead some laps.
Yeah, pretty good. The car does get looser late in the run, but we didn't quite do a long enough run for it to get to that point.
Yeah, it looked like you might have had a little trouble on your pit stop, though.
Yeah, I overshot my pit box just like maybe an inch, and I was already putting it in reverse as I was on the brake.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you're looking pretty good out here for the championship race tonight, though.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I did that mostly just for track position, taking the tires there, so we'll see what happens. I expect it to go green this second half.
Well, it worked out for you for sure, and you look pretty good, so we know you're going to be competitive for that championship, so good luck to you, Adam.
Thanks.
All righty. We'll talk to you later on. Hopefully we're interviewing you as a champion later.
Oh, I hope so. That would be pretty nice.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
So that's the 9 car. He was the leader when they come to pit road, but not any longer after his pit stops. I think the 84 of Cody Blackmore is going to take over the number 1 spot. You see Todd Cray's 21 sitting there, P2. And Adam's not going to go back too far there. He's going to be in the 3rd spot. So I'll tell you the dash for cash for, you got Polking, Ray Polking in the 46 car and Todd Cray in the 21. Polking starting right behind the 21 car Todd Cray here. You see Cray restarting 2nd, so he's on the outside, and Polking is restarting 4th. And the pace car, well, it's in. These guys got to circle all the way back around, though, from where the pace car enters pit road to where the restart zone is here at Phoenix tonight. Cody Blackmore, 84 is the leader. 21 is going to be Todd Cray on the outside, 9 car. Adam Matz back to green flag racing. Look at Matz going right after the 21 and maybe the leader. Yes, sir. 9 car, great restart right here. Todd Cray's going to send it through the corner. He's going to get around the 84 as well. Matt's going right back to the front, and look at the 63. Johnny Avila moving into the 3rd spot. He's got the teammate, Hunter Waters, in the 7 right behind him. 27 of Yinish, he's in that picture. I'll tell you, you see these championship drivers right here. All 4 of them in the top 5 right now. That's going to end up with Yenish in the 5th spot. You see Todd Cray, though. He's under fire now from the 7 car. Hunter Waters, another one of those championship 4. Michael McCauley, how you doing, buddy? You want to jump in the broadcast booth tonight? I have to get you a Discord invite here, but I can probably do that. I don't know if you can join it from their website or not. I haven't checked on that yet. Actually, I believe you can. So watching this battle. Macaulay, if you look under the description, you'll see a link to the website. And if you go to the website and go to League Info, click on the Discord group and you'll probably be able to join in here. And if you can do that, then I can probably move you into the WFO booth. Meanwhile, though, that 9 car's kind of moving out. He's up by almost a full second right now. So we asked him what kind of car he had, and I can tell you it's a fast one. But Johnny Avila leading all the laps earlier before the pit stop started happening. That 63 car he's trying to make his way back up there. He's made it all the way back to the P2 position. He's only got 1 more to go. He's been working hard at it. You go back to 3rd, you're going to find the 7 of Hunter Waters. So some changing around from second back a little bit as Todd Cray, first driver for the Dash for Cash. He's going to fall back to 5th, and he's got another driver for the Dash for Cash right behind him. That's Ray Polking in the 46. So we got all 4 championship drivers in the top 4. We have 2 of the Dash for Cash drivers sitting 5th and 6th right now. And you tell me this isn't competitive? 2 races inside of 1 right here at Phoenix tonight. Actually 3. And there's McCauley. Which Discord channel can you get in, Macaulay? I have to look for you wherever you come into. I'm in the WFO channel. I don't know if you can get in the Infield Care Center or not. I think you can. All these look like they're unlocked. My phone all starts going off at once. Oh, we'll wait for you to fire up the PC, McCollum. When you do that, just jump in the Infield Care Center. I'll tell you, Adam Matz is he's trying to leave no question marks. We got less than 100 laps to go here. And I think he wants to put his name on that championship. Oh, you getting ready to go test, Troy? Going to be using the Martinsville setup for that. It's an awesome race going on right here. American Sim Racing League's Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series Cup Cars at Phoenix tonight. This is their championship. And that driver leading, well, he's one of the 4 racing for the title. And then back here in second is going to be the 63 of Johnny Avila. He's another one racing for the title. And back here in third is going to be the 7 of Hunter Waters. Yes, He's another one racing for the title. And then in fourth is the fourth driver racing for a title. That's the 27 of Steve Yenish. So year 4 championship drivers tonight are in the top 4. Then we got a dash for cash, so we'll go to that real quick. The leader of the dash for cash right now is going to be the 21 of Todd Cray. And the guy running second to him in that is the 46 right there of Ray Polking. So you got your first 4 championship contenders, 1 through 4. 2 of your 4 dash for cash contenders running 5th and 6th right now. Great racing. Especially really third on back. You see Avila, he's got away from kind of the third place car on back. He's still got about 1.5 seconds to make up, though, if he wants to catch that 9 car Adam Matz. That battle, though, back here is a good one. You see Todd Cray working the bumper of the 27 of Yenish, but Ray Polking's 46 is right behind him. And if you go behind Ray, you're going to find the 89 right here in a battle with the 45. That's Jeff Yenish and Tyler Powers. So we got some battles on this track. Yenish took that spot away, and now there's battling up ahead of them. Hunter Waters under fire from the 27 of Steve Yenish, and now the 21 of Todd Cray. So Hunter might not drop 1, he might drop 2 spots right here. Yenish going to take the spot. Now Todd Cray's going to wind up side by side. That's the battle for 4th. 7 has it, 21 wants it. Up, 7's going to hold it. So Hunter Waters is going to fend off the 21. Your championship 4 going to stay 1 through 4 on the field. And Adam Matt still holding on to a 1.6 second lead here. That 9 car, man, I tell you, he took some tires earlier on a pit stop, and he was able to put that 9 car out front and set sail. And he restarted after the stage break, and he won the stage. And then he restarted that stage break in 3rd. Didn't take him no time to get to the lead, and he has set sail. So that 9 car is definitely going to be one to watch for this championship here tonight. He's certainly not holding anything back here at Phoenix, and that's what you got to do. But the car that's not going anywhere, he's back here in 2nd. He led a lot of laps early in this one. 63 of Johnny Avila. We're working lap 70 of 156, so almost to that halfway point. Not quite, but we're almost there. We're waiting to see if Macaulay comes into the Discord chat in the broadcast booth here. Said he had to get the old PC fired up. Watching Avila in 2nd. We'll go back to 3rd. You're going to find the 27 of Steve Yenish. You look at this top 4. I mean, you can certainly see why these are the 4 drivers racing for a championship. You get at Phoenix here, they've been up front all race long now. Battling with each other, just racing each other hard, but racing each other clean. Ooh, Todd Cray, the 21, going back after the 7. This is for the 4th position. Well, now we got Macaulay. Michael Macaulay, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, Vern?
Oh, just getting the broadcast done here tonight. Trying to.
How far is it in so far?
We are 73 in on 156, so we're almost. I think that's halfway. No, it's not halfway.
Close enough.
Yeah, 77, 78 be the halfway point, but about 5 more laps will be halfway. I'm mathing not good tonight.
All good.
Not good on the mathing tonight, I guess. And I already had to time somebody out up in the broadcast.
Didn't take long.
No, 69mega.com was back.
Oh, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has a little bit. About a week. So 1.6 seconds, man, this 9-car up front. You got it pulled up on iRacing, Macaulay?
Yep, I got her up. I got her up now.
There you go. So the championship 4, once again, the 9-car Adam Matz in first. Second place is Steve Yenish. Yenish is going to drive around the 63 of Avila. That's not an easy feat, but he does it. Now we're going to see if the 27 can run that 9-car down. But Yenish, another one of your championship 4 in P2. Third place, Johnny Avila. He's going to be 3 of 4 championship drivers. So the top 4 is still the 4 championship drivers. Hunter Waters has got the 4th position. He held on to it from Todd Cray. And Todd Cray is going to lead the Dash for Cash drivers. But both of these guys got that 89 of Jeff Yenish closing in on them. Ooh, wow. Look at that lead being cut into, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's getting cut down pretty quick now.
Yeah, that 27 car's on a mission, isn't he?
Yep.
You'd almost think a feller's headed for wanting to win a championship or something, Michael Macaulay.
Is he on fresh tires?
I think pretty much all of them were. They did a stage break on lap 45. And Matz was able to get that first stage win. So Adam Matz won the first stage. He took the lead in this one and set sail, but it looks like the 27's trying to take the wind out of them sails. And go on board with the 27 so you can see the leader up in front of him, and we'll see if the leader gets bigger in his windshield. Right, Macaulay?
Yep.
That's how you know you're
Definitely looks
catching a
like it.
guy.
Oh, yeah.
And they start getting bigger in your windshield, man, and you know you caught them, but if they get bigger in your mirror, then you know they caught you.
Yep.
You'd rather be getting bigger in your windshield than your mirror, right?
Definitely.
Man, he's got it down to under 0.8 of a second now. You see a lap around Phoenix here in the Cup car. Nice and
He's not
smooth.
even really cutting the corner yet.
Now he don't have a ton of wheel in it, does it? No.
Nope.
Well, you can see that car's loose off the corner too. You see that red stripe go to the center, and then he's turning it back to the right, Macaulay. Just a little bit, though. Looks like the car's... Ooh, that was a little more than a little bit. I'll tell you, get in this view right here, and I feel like I'm about to spin out, Michael Macaulay.
It's easy to do,
All right.
especially here.
We're about ready to see a lead battle, and should we stay on the in-car for that?
Yeah, we could.
I think that might be pretty cool.
Yep.
This is what it was like for the 27 to run the 9-car down from about 1.2 seconds as you're riding on board with the 27 of Steve Yenish. He's caught him now.
Yeah, he's going for the bottom there.
Working the bottom, and he might have position on him coming off the corner. He does. He's going to try to pull up beside him down here in, I guess this is turn 1, isn't it?
3 and 4 now.
Or 3
we got
and
a
4.
caution.
Oh, we got a caution flag. Every time I get on an in-car. Not going to lie. I don't know who it was, though. Macaulay, help me.
Yeah, I'm scrolling right now.
445 maybe?
I don't see anything yet.
I believe it might be the 45. Oh, yeah, he gets loose.
Yep, he clipped the apron there and
Flipped
spun
the
around.
apron and got the right rear. Not real heavy contact into the wall, though.
No, slight contact, but enough to bring out a caution.
All right, we got to get up front. There's going to be some takers on pit road, I'd almost bet. Yep, 27, 9, 63. All your leaders. They're all in. Every one of those cars, though, 9's going to come down. They only had 4 sets of tires when they started, and we're definitely over the halfway point now. So I think then this might be the 3rd set for that 9 car, and the 21 car might be on about the same strategy as him. So
Gotta use them
Yenish.
wisely.
Oh, I think the 9 car is going to beat the 27 off pit road, Macaulay.
Yep, just barely.
He does. So Adam Matz in the 9 car. These are a couple of drivers racing for a championship, man. And I'll tell you, every position you can get in the pits, it counts. Sometimes it's the easiest way to pass, Macaulay.
It is the easiest way to get them.
If you can get them on pit road, you're doing good. I noticed you waved at yourself there in Discord, too.
Did I wave at myself?
You did.
I guess I did wave at myself.
So welcome back to the broadcast booth, Michael Macaulay.
It's been a while.
It has. We're doing a similar thing than what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Cup cars. Little different night, though, I think.
That's how it all started. End of a season. One season, that's how it all started.
Yep, that's how it all started before. That's how we'll end it now.
Yep.
We got we're 85 of 156 if you've just tuned in or tuning in, or maybe you don't know, but we're 85 of 156 here at Phoenix tonight with the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series. These are the Cup cars at Phoenix, and we got 4 drivers racing for a championship, and we got 4 drivers racing for the Dash for Cash. So effectively, there's 8 guys that would send it and bend it to get a win tonight, Macaulay.
Can't blame him.
And the leader of your championship 4 is the leader of the race, the 9 car Adam Matz. The leader of the Dash for Cash 4 is sitting back here in 5th because the championship 4 1 through 4, Macaulay. And then 5th and 6th is 2 of the drivers for the Dash for Cash. In 9th, we got another driver for the Dash for Cash. And then in 13th, there's another driver. Oh, we're 2 by 2 now, Macaulay. Pace car done left the place.
Yep, getting ready to take the green again.
He done parked it, didn't he?
Not quite yet, but he's getting there.
He's getting close to park. He needs some fuel, they said. All right, so the leader's going to control the restart right here, I believe. Oh, he dropped the hammer, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah, he's going. He took off real quick.
Look at Avila, though. 63 car. I think he's going to take advantage of the 27 and take the 2nd spot here. So 9, 63, 63 going all the way across the track right there. And he's going to get the 27 right next to him, Macaulay.
Yep, 27 wants to get back up to the front.
I think the 63 and man overdrove that corner a little bit. That 27 car, Steve Yenish, we seen him run the 9 car down, but he never got around him before that caution come out. Or did he?
No, he didn't get around him.
No, he didn't get around him. Nope, we were on board with him. The 9 maintained the lead off of pit road, so he's got the lead now on the track. And you see Yenish, Steve Yenish, that is, in the 27 car back in 2nd. Johnny Avila in the 3rd spot in the 63 car. We got a car wrecking, Macaulay. Oh, maybe 2 cars wrecking, Macaulay.
No caution either.
No caution flag, but we had cars they were headed the wrong way, weren't they?
They were.
19 cars slow on the bottom, too, it looks like. I'm not sure if he's coming to pit road or not.
Looks like he's down on power.
Yeah, he's coming to pit road now. So a little bit of excitement going on behind the race up front. And we had to go and check it out, Macaulay. There were cars just kind of sliding everywhere, huh?
Yeah, there were.
So Adam Matz trying to race for, I think it's going to, watching the top four here, all being championship drivers, Macaulay, I think you have to win the race tonight to win the championship.
Yeah, it's something how it goes in the final race. You got to win it.
I think you have to, but I know that they do points, too, for the stage win. So that had to have been a pretty important win there for the 9 car. I have the breakdown of it, and I'll have to see if I can find it. There's a bonus point for the pole, so we know that Johnny Avila did that. I guess a lap led and the most laps led. Those are all important.
So you need more than a win, possibly.
Yeah, and that was for, let me read this one to make sure I'm right. We did our scheduled break. There's 4 sets of tires, fuel's 85 to 90 laps. So a stop would be required in the final stage if it goes green. The setup drives well but gets loose on old tires. Also a little tricky going through the dog leg if you go too low. So that's it. 4 sets of tires. I don't know, Macaulay. I'm learning.
Always learning.
Matt, so he's learning how to get up front. He left them other 3 back here to battle with herself. 27, 63, 7, 21 of Todd Cray in there. That battle's for second, Macaulay.
Yeah, and they're using their tires while the leader's saving his tires.
That 63's all over his brakes to stay out of the back of the 27 car, man, and I'm not even lying.
Nope, and he's making his move now.
He's been working on him for a couple of laps right here. He's got a challenge, too. His teammate, Hunter Waters, in the 7. Well, Vila might drop 2 spots here, Macaulay.
Yep, Todd Cray's on the outside of him now.
We'll have to see if Cray can make the pass or not here. Avila might be able to fight him off here. I don't know, though. The 21 really sent it down in the corner that time. And Todd Cray, he's racing for the Dash for Cash, man, so he'd like to get up here and guarantee himself that with a race win, would be my guess. But he's got 3 guys ahead of him that he's going to have to battle for that. And those guys would like to get a race win in the championship. 9 car Mats, 27 car. Steve Yenish, 7 car. Hunter Waters. That's your top 3. 4 cautions tonight. 3 regular cautions. One of them was for the stage break on lap 45. Really good racing here tonight.
Close racing, too.
Yes, sir. Oh, battle for second. We got a new second place driver, Macaulay.
Yeah, it wasn't much of a battle.
27 had it. 7 wanted it. Now 7's got it. Oh, look at that back there. Todd Cray. 89. That's some racing, buddy.
Yep, just hard racing there.
I might
Thought they
see
were
the
going to
little
get
door
each other.
love, Macaulay.
Yep. Hope we got a caution again.
All right, we'll have to find out what happened this time. What happened and who did it happen to, Macaulay?
Oh, we're searching.
Right here. I might have been the 63. Yes, sir. Hate to see that. He's not sure what happened. Did he have motor problems or what, Macaulay?
I don't know what happened.
I'm gonna back it up a
Was
little.
it
I'm gonna back it up and watch it a little bit. So I'm keeping an eye on the driver in the 63.
Oh, he might have got some help there.
Yeah, something happened to the 63 car, and we're not 100% sure. We've seen he had dropped a couple of spots, Macaulay.
He may have got a little bit of help from the 46.
Well, we're going to find out. It looked like the 63 had checked way up, though. Yeah, I'm not real sure what happened right there, but
He has no power. He must have blew. It must have blew.
must have blew a motor. Well, it looks like he's rolling into pit road right here. Car's running, Macaulay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
It's smoking, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely smoking.
If it's smoking, it's broken, Macaulay.
Yep.
It's like Todd Cray and Ray Polking are going to stay out on the track here, but I'll tell you what, the your championship guys, they took her to pit road, Michael McCauley.
So that's perhaps the last set of tires they took.
Yeah, it would be for some of them. I don't think it is for all of them, though. Like the 27, possibly the 7. They may have another set left, actually. But I think for the 9 car, that would be his final set. So he's going to have to run 54 laps right here to the end, which is nothing if the fuel runs 75.
Yeah.
So fuel's not going to be a problem, nor a. They're not going to have to stop for fuel. Basically, is what I'm saying. So if it goes green, I mean it probably was a good move for the 9. Go ahead and use the final set of tires right here. Because if you get the track position, well, he's on fresh tires and the guys in front of him are not. So if he plays a restart right here, he can probably jump up there and get the lead and maybe even try to distance himself a little bit from the other guys. But look,
It looks like he's got 3 in front of him with old tires.
yeah, it looks like it's been a huge advantage restarting on the bottom versus the top. So we'll have to see how that's going to work out right here. And we'll see if Avila got his car fixed or not. He's still on the lead lap, Macaulay. It's showing him in the 9th position, the 63 car. So he's not out of this thing.
No, he's still on it.
Didn't look like the car had much of any damage. You know what I'll bet happened? I'll bet he blew a tire.
That could be it.
I'll bet you did, Macaulay. I'll bet the 63 blew a tire. We know that can happen. You get her too hot right here at Phoenix, then it's going to happen. It can happen. You get her too hot at Phoenix, Macaulay, it's going to happen. And the pace car, well, he's going to head off of the racetrack here.
Yep.
I think we're going to get ready for a restart.
I believe so.
Well, hold my beer then.
43 is hanging really low, too.
Yeah, we'll have to keeping an eye on the 9, the 27, and the 7. 21's going to take the, oh, yeah, you see that? Outside line didn't really go, man. And there's contact, and the 9 is turned around.
27 involved.
Oh, wow. That one hurt. It looked like the 7 might have even caught a little bit of damage there. So let's go see what happened. That's going to affect at least one of the championship drivers. Watch the whole restart right here. Yeah, contact right there. It actually affected a couple of them, Macaulay.
Yeah, the 9, 27, 84, 20.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 didn't know if the 43 was going to go low or not. The 43 stayed above that yellow line.
I'll tell you, the 27 did a good job getting around that. And I'll tell you, a benefactor of it may be the 63 car, Johnny Avila.
Yeah, you can get a lot of track position back now.
Yeah, he's going to score the 63 right here in the second position. So that changes some things with the championship 4. Not sure how much damage the 9 car got, but man, you hate to see it. He led so many laps here tonight. In fact, 67, Macaulay.
Yeah, it's a lot of laps.
Yeah, Adam Matt starting in the 10th position, 67 laps. Had him in the booth. The car looked real good. He was going to be a tough one to beat here tonight, I believe, and you hate to see it for this guy. But he is going to bring it to pit road. Hopefully the damage isn't too bad. They can get the 9 car repaired and back out there. And heck, we were just talking about tires, so I thought that he may have used all 4, and I don't see the jack going up, Macaulay.
Yeah.
So he's probably getting the damage itself repaired right here. Take a look at some of your other championship contenders. Right here is the leader of the championship 4 right now. That's the guy that had trouble on the caution before, the 63 of Johnny Avila. So he's finding himself in the catbird seat now, Macaulay.
Yeah, he is. Couple drivers' misfortune is another driver's fortune.
That's right, and you got the 7 car back here. He's going to be restarting 3rd maybe or 4th? 4th probably. That's going to be Hunter Waters in the 7. And then Steve Yenish is going to restart the 27 car back here in the 6th spot. So he's got a few spots to make up here. And then, of course, the 9 car of Adam Matz. He's back out on the racetrack here. The car don't look bad, Macaulay.
No, it looks pretty straight.
It doesn't look bad, so.
Not out of it yet.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can move forward with it. We're going to go back to the front because I believe the lights are out on the pace car. That can only mean one thing, Michael McCullough.
Yep, we're getting back to racing.
We're going back racing. 109 of 156 laps complete here. The American Sim Racing League's Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series. Cup cars at Phoenix. 4 drivers racing for a championship, 4 more racing for the Dash for Cash. Todd Cray, your leader. Johnny Avila restarting 2nd. We're green flagging racing. Well, Cray had the advantage right there, but I'll tell you what, that 27 on that restart, real strong on the high side. He's going to pick up 2 spots, Macaulay.
Yeah, that was a good restart for him.
This is important. You see the 46, so maybe fighting back on the bottom. It don't look like it. If there was a drag race, the 27 just smoked him, man. He gapped him, Macaulay. Put a gap on him.
Yeah, he did.
We'll get up here to the top 3, though. Todd Cray going for the Dash for Cash and the race win. Why not? One way you know you won the Dash for Cash to win the race, Macaulay. But this battle for third's important. 7-car Hunter Waters, 27, Steve Yenish. And I think that battle's about over, McCauley. Waters is trying to
Not
hold
quite.
it, though.
Yeah, he's holding on.
He's fighting them. Right here. That 27 was strung off the corner. The 7's going to fight back, though. You're battling for a championship, man. You're just driving the wheels off of it, McCauley.
Yep, you drive all you got now.
Kind of like battling for a butt kicker, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, he might clear him now. They're racing that hard, and they're running the 63 right down, McCauley.
Oh,
He got him.
I did him clear.
He
Yep.
got him. Nope, not yet. Now he's got him. So 27's going to move to third. Second for the guys racing for the championship. Johnny Avila, though, running that P2 spot right behind your leader, Todd Gray.
Oh, he's making a move for a second now.
It didn't take him long, did it?
Nope, he's there.
He got around that 7 car, and he's like, well, let me size up to 63. He sized him up, and he went for it.
Oh, he did.
Then we got another side-by-side battle for second. He might use 21 as the pick.
Hey, he is. 21 got a little bit of a push there.
We might see 3
Look at
wide,
3
McCauley.
wide.
21 looks like he's going to back up and let these guys go. And we're going to be side by side now for the race lead and the lead
Not
in the
much.
championship. Look at the 63 fighting back on the high side. I
He's
thought
getting
the
that run.
27 cleared him, but not that time. We seen the 7 able to hang on out there for a little bit. We'll see if the 63's any better at it. 27, though, is going to take that shorter way around right here, and it's going to help, and he may actually clear
He's
him. He
clear.
does.
Yep.
So new leader,
Maybe not.
27 car. Oh, man, look at this. Nose to tail. Top 3. This is where accidents could happen, McCauley. Get that close.
It is. Yep.
Man, that 63 right back on the 27. These guys racing each other hard. You get them tires a little bit hot. That right front gets hot. It gets angry.
Comes 63 on the outside again.
That 63 searching, trying to find where to get the run at. He's driving it hard. We still got a few laps to go here. Kind of want to settle in, though, and kind of ride behind a guy, McCauley. Don't burn your stuff up. Maybe save something to run on him later. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
There's plenty of time to go in the race, so you want to make sure that you have tires for later on. Maybe the 63, though, was kind of looking for where he might try to set him up later. You can see a little damage on the front of the 63 from that earlier problems he had. But it don't look like it's slowing a guy down.
Nope, might be helping him a little bit too.
May have slowed him down when he was out there in
That clean
air. Yeah, it could have slowed him down in the clean air a little bit. I don't think so, though, because Phoenix, let's face it, not a very aerodynamic track.
No.
And we got 36. Ooh. He's running a higher line, but look at the run he gets, McCauley.
It's working. Now he's going to try the bottom here. Different line here.
They're side by side, and 27's going to hold it. Tell you the 7's not going anywhere, man. He's riding right back here in third. And a driver I'm impressed with is this 9 right here.
Yeah, he's up to 5th.
He's up to 5th, and he's trying to do what he needs to do here. to win a championship, and he's racing for it, man. So your championship 4 are all in the top 5. Jeff Yenish in 4th right there, not racing for a championship, and Avila's still there. That lead battle's still happening, Macaulay.
It's not going away.
He is not giving the 27 an inch, buddy. He just can't keep the momentum, though, out of the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he can't close that.
I like to see the difference in line that he uses. He moves it up in the corner, and he cuts the car down and gets a run on it. It's really an interesting line, but oh no, something's wrong.
He missed it there. Yes, did he
Same
blow a tire
thing
again?
again. I think he blew a tire. He's hard in the inside wall this time.
Yep, we got a caution
Yes,
too.
sir. Man, I guess he got that right front so hot both times.
You don't see that often.
No, you don't. Soon as you see his wheels turn all the way to the right like that, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened. You seen it going right in the corner, Macaulay.
Yep.
You can watch him go right in the corner and blew that right front. Right there.
Yep.
Car just wouldn't turn. Yes, sir. That's exactly what happened. Blew the right front tire going into the corner. And that is unfortunate. That's the second one. That is actually the second one we've seen for him.
Yeah.
So we got some drivers, I think, that pitted, mainly the leaders, because they, like I said, had a set of tires hanging on, Macaulay.
And the 9's going to be the leader again.
Yes, sir. So 27 and 7, 2 of the championship drivers on pit road. We'll have to see what goes on with the oh, what was I going to say, Macaulay?
63?
Yeah, 63.
He's on pit road right now.
Switching the cars around, I can't find them. There we go. Yes, sir. He is on 60. He had tires too. You see that, Macaulay?
Yep, they're going on. Probably getting damage fixed
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
getting a little bit of damage fixed. So that 63's not done yet. Car it still don't look that bad, Macaulay.
No, it still looks pretty clean.
Yeah, that ain't a good camera for it, but he's back out on track now, ain't he? Headed that way. Yeah, car looks pretty clean right here.
Yeah, I think he's all right.
So what, 30 laps to go now. We're at 126 to 156, so that's going to be 30 laps to go here. Adam Matz. We've seen him have trouble earlier, but he didn't have a set of tires to put on here, Macaulay. So with Yenish restarting third, that kind of makes you sit and duck. It's just the difference in tire strategies, man. Sometimes they work out in your favor, and sometimes they don't, Macaulay.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out here.
So, Macaulay, how's the puppy doing?
Doing good.
Good to hear.
Sleeping
buddy.
right
Good
now.
To hear. Good to hear. So, lap 1, I don't know. We got 30 laps to go. 30 of 156. So we've completed 126 laps of racing with the American Sim Racing League in the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series. Your championship for 9, 27, 7, and 63. So we'll have to see where Todd Cray's at. He's back in 10th. And that's going to put Ray Polking ahead of him in the 46 car for the Dash for Cash. So, going to have to keep an eye on that battle, too.
Paddles all over the place.
Yes, sir. You're going to win a Dash for Cash, a race, or a championship. You're going to have to do it in the next 29 laps, Macaulay. Pace car's in. Adam Matson the 9. Restart P1. P2 is going to be Johnny Cochran the 3rd in the 72 car. Back in 3rd, Steve Yenish in the 27, and then 4th is Hunter Waters in the number 7 car. Waiting for it, Macaulay.
Yep, should be going any second here. He's going.
Yes, sir. He didn't waste no time, did he?
Nope, he knows with those old tires he's got to go.
Yeah, and Yenish not wasting any time getting second. He's got Waters right there in the 3rd spot. And I believe we've seen that the 27-7 and the 63 all had tires left, Macaulay.
Yep, they did. Probably their final set.
The only one without tires is your race leader, and we're going to see how quickly they catch him. That's a terrible feeling, too, when you're up there. You know that you can't do nothing. You know what I mean?
63 blew a tire again, I think.
What is going on with the feller's tires?
I'm pretty certain he blew another one. He was in the turn and it just went straight to the wall. Yep.
So 63's down another tire. 27. I'll tell you what, man, that 9 car, the 27 caught him, but he's been fighting.
Yep, now 27's on the inside of him.
Yes, sir. Ooh.
Ooh, maybe a door bang there.
A little bit of door love. Not much. 9 car's going to fade out a little bit high right here, Macaulay. He's going to let the 7 pull up next to him. So Hunter Waters trying to get that 2nd spot. And these guys do have a little bit fresher tires. And when I say a little bit, I mean, gosh,
20 laps at least.
15 laps at least. Almost 20. You're right, Macaulay. So the 9's got 20 lap older tires, and there's 25 laps to go, actually. And Avila is, he's on pit road, Macaulay. I think you're right. I think a feller cut down another tire.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
In the dash for cash, Macaulay, Todd Cray has taken the lead back in it. So Todd Cray moving into the 6th spot. That's going to put him 1 ahead of Ray Polking, and that's your dash for cash leader right there. Cray coming up behind the 45 of Tyler Powers. Man, this thing's winding down. 23 to go. 27 of Steve Yenish leading 12 laps of the race, back up front now. But the 7 of Hunter Waters is right behind them. Both these drivers battling for a championship here tonight. And Waters is looking for his first championship title, Macaulay, in that 7 car.
Be excited to get your first one.
Yep, Yenish is looking to lock another one up here. So we've seen how strong all 4 of the championship 4 were. And then troubles for one of them for sure. And the other one, cautions didn't fall quite right for him. And we've seen the problem that he had after one of the, actually immediately after one of the restarts there. He had fresh tires for it, Macaulay, and looked like he had a hot rod, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, he got caught up in it a little bit.
As the 63 remains on pit road. Yes, sir. Meanwhile, up front, Steve Yenish racing for a championship. 20 laps to go. Hunter Waters, P2 right now. He's keeping them honest.
Yeah, he's not letting him get away yet.
You got brothers in 1st and 3rd, though. Steve Yenish leading it back here in 3rd. You'll see the 89 car, Jeff Yenish. Might see some brothers doing battle here pretty soon, Macaulay.
Be pretty exciting.
Gloves will be off then.
Yep.
Go back to fourth. You'll see the 45 car, and he's under fire from that 21. I can tell you that. That 21 going for the dash for cash, and he is he's going for the dash for cash, Macaulay.
Yeah, he wants it.
I think we got time before it's over with to do it through the field, so we're going to do that real quick. And I'll do the, how many we got, Macaulay? About 10 out there still?
I believe so. Yep, 10.
All right, so I'm going to go on board with the leader right here, Steve Yenish in the 27 car. Yenish leading 18 laps here tonight, and I'll tell you, he's trying to lead the important ones. Going for a championship, the driver of the 27 car. So if he can keep it up here, it'll go a long ways to securing that championship for this driver tonight. Let's go back to P2, another driver contending for the championship, if I can speak right. Tongue-tied. Hunter Waters in the 7 car. You see, he's not very far behind that race leader. And Hunter, he told us in the pre-race that he would he'd love to win his first title here at Phoenix tonight. So back to our third place driver, you're going to find the 89 of Jeff Yenish. He's not racing for Dash for Cash, and he's not running for the championship 4, but I'll tell you what, that doesn't mean this driver's not racing to win, so we'll have to see what the 89 can do. We go back to fourth. You're going to go on board with the 45 of Tyler Powers. Powers in the 4th spot. He's been battling for this one for a little while, at least since the last restart, with your next driver in line. So now we're going on board with the 21 of Todd Cray. You can see the 45 car of Powers right in front of him. Cray is the leader of the Dash for Cash. So 4 drivers going for the Dash for Cash, and Todd Cray would like to be the driver that gets that. He's in a good spot for it. The 2nd place car in the Dash for Cash, we're on board with him right now, and that's going to be Ray Polking driving the 46 car, and he can see the money out of his windshield. He's got to get up there and get it, don't he, Macaulay?
Yep, he's got to make about 6/10 here.
All right, Macaulay, you want to take up 7th place?
Yep, 7th place. You got Cody Blackmore in the 84.
Who we got back in 8th?
And then back in 8th, you got your other playoff driver of Adam Metz. Kind of seeing the old tires not pan out right now, but never know if we get a caution. May equal out a little bit here.
All right, we'll go on board with 9th, Macaulay.
And then you got Jerry Cochran in the 3rd, back in 9th. And then rounding out the field on the track right now, would you be Richard Fletcher in the 43.
Yeah, 43 car, another driver in the Dash for Cash.
And he may have some damage, though. Yeah, I think he's got a little bit of damage that may be affecting the handling of his car right now.
Yeah, you can see the hood up a little bit now that you mention it. 11th place still on the track, though. That's going to be Joseph Seville in the 11 car here. He's 8 laps down. Not a threat to win, but he's still out there.
Still logging laps. That's practice.
Yeah, another Dash for Cash driver right here on board with Todd Chase in the 20 car. Todd had some issues early on, so he's going to be 17 laps down. And then is the 19 on the track or not? Nope, he's on pit road. So we have some drivers on pit road, and that's going to do your through the field right here. We're going to change the camera view. I'll tell you what. We're going to
have a battle for second here.
With 9 to go, Macaulay, 1.6 seconds, 1.7 seconds. That's the lead I want.
Yep.
Especially when I'm one of the championship 4, man.
Yep, so it's time to hit your marks and stay clean.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to wait for an update, too, to see how the points shake up, because we know that there's bonus points and stuff that play in, and guy don't want to call someone a champion that ain't a champion yet.
Nope, we don't want to do that.
We don't play that game, do we, Macaulay?
Nope.
No, sir. We'll wait and see how it shapes out. We're watching the second place battle, though. That's the 7 car. The 2 battles we're going to watch are the second place and Todd Cray up in the 4th spot right here, Macaulay. But Polking,
He's working his way up.
I'll tell you what, that 46 of Polking ain't letting him go. Ray Polking right back here behind him in the 5th spot. So you got your top 2 battling for a championship, and then you got 4th and 5th back there battling for the Dash for Cash. 7 laps to go. 2.5 seconds. You know the confidence level in this driver is through the ceiling, Michael McCauley.
Oh, definitely.
He's starting to feel pretty good right now. We know these cars on older tires will get loose. But they don't have too many on them. They have about 26, and then you got Adam Matz back here in the 9, and it was just unfortunate that he didn't have any tires left there at the end, Macaulay.
Oh, yeah. He definitely been a contender here for the win.
I think he certainly had the speed. He led a lot of laps here. Him and the 63 of Johnny Avila both leading a lot of laps, actually. And we know the most laps led's getting a bonus point, so that'll be Matt's, but he's falling back to the A spot, and he needs as many of them spots as he can get because a spot's a point, per se. 3.5 seconds down, Macaulay. It's went up a second in 2 laps.
Yep, and I think we got a new second-place driver now.
We do. 89 car. Well, it's not over.
Not quite, yep.
7 car fighting on the high side, trying to maintain that second spot. I'll tell you, the 89, not a factor, but he can take a point away from that 7 car. If he gets that spot, Macaulay, so that's where that could be important. He got it.
Yep, he got him now. He's clear.
Move the 89 to P2. Todd Craig could be another one. You know, with 3 to go, if Craig could get the 21 up there, that could take another point away from that 7. I think Craig just cares about staying in front of 1 car right now, Michael McCauley.
Yep, staying in front of that 46.
Yes, sir. So 3 to go. 27. Check it out on him. 4.5 seconds or 4.3 seconds. Took tires late, and then he took off, Michael McCauley.
He did. 4.5 second lead now. With 1 to go.
Go back to P2. You'll find Jeff Yenish. So the Yenish brothers going to try to sweep the top 2 spots, Macaulay. And this is it, man. White flag one more time around here. For the race win at Phoenix. And there's a checkered flag for Steve Yenish, driver of the 27 car. Championship 4, and I don't know if they do bonus points and stuff for the Championship 4 now that I'm thinking about it, Macaulay. That's probably straight up. That's probably straight up by position if I had to guess.
I would think so, but I don't want to assume either.
Not assuming on nothing, no. We'll wait until we get confirmation. But we'll stay with the 27 car because I think he's going to be doing a burnout for more than one reason. That'd be my guess, Macaulay.
Yep.
Just be my guess. You see the 7 closing up and giving them a little bumper love right there. So 4 drivers come in racing for a championship, and we got to look at the results too. Todd Cray did it. He won the dash he won the dash for cash, didn't he, Macaulay?
He did.
So Cray's able to do it. So you got Steve Yenish in first, Jeff Yenish in second, and then Hunter Waters is going to round out the top 3. And your dash for cash winner once again is going to be the 21 of Todd Cray. Yeah, that 27's burning it to the ground, man. 7 celebrating 2.
Yep, Seven's doing donuts now too.
I don't know. I need to get a confirmation. So we technically have 2 cars out there, don't we, Macaulay?
We do. We have 2 of them doing donuts right now.
You know what? I'm missing some messages here.
All right.
There we go. All right. I don't know what I just did, Macaulay. I'm still in the booth, ain't I?
Yep, you're still in the booth.
There we go. I don't know what happened. We're going to wait to get the drivers up here to do the interviews, but I'm pretty sure that I think we got a grip on everything, Macaulay. We know the
I believe
race.
so.
We know our top 3 anyway. But we kind of got 2 cars celebrating, so on the second part of that, it makes me wonder a little bit. And I know Steve Yenish is going to, him and Jeff might be working on points or something. The 27 going to take it behind the wall right here. Well, he's trying to, but it ain't going too far.
Nope. Hit an invisible wall there.
Yeah, that invisible wall will jump out there and get you every time, Michael McCauley. That is a fact,
Yep.
buddy. All right, so. All right then, McCauley. We got some interviews to do.
Yes, we do.
We can start with our 3rd place. I'd rather just do 1st place first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move them up here. And Steve Yenish, you got Vern Bradley and Michael McCauley in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Steve, you wore him out, man.
No, I am worn out.
Yeah.
Had to earn that one.
Yeah,
It was a pretty eventful night.
how'd the car feel? I mean, and when I ask you that, I mean transferring from, early on fresh tires and then as you got, farther in the run on old tires, how'd that car feel tonight?
I mean, you had to kind of repeat of last week, I think. You really had to kind of baby it or kind of go into a four-wheel drift kind of entering the turn. And then that heat up the right rear, and then you get real loose off. So, I said in my interview last week kind of what my philosophy was for keeping the right rear cool. And I did the same exact thing here. Just basically wait until you're on the straightaway, get it pointed straight, and roll the throttle real smooth. And that's what I needed to keep the tires under me. So, and I'm definitely benefited from, some, I don't want to call it carnage, but, some definitely some incidents. It wasn't clean and green, but circumstances worked out.
Yeah, it looked like you may have even had a set of tires you held on to for one of those late cautions, too. And did you have an extra set there at the end, and how'd that work for you?
I didn't finish the race with an extra set, but I was keeping one because I knew if we had even a 15 or 10 lap run at the end, depending on how old the rest of the field was, I knew you'd want it. So, we got that caution in the first stage. I think it was like lap 25, and I saw some of those guys coming down. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, history in this league, it says it would have gone green for a while, but just, with the way the apron was, it was pretty treacherous if you didn't hit it right. And I mean, we saw some wrecks there tonight. So I figured there's going to be more cautions and it wouldn't go long run at the end. So I wanted to keep that set in my back pocket, and that's what I needed. So, I think that's what eliminated Adam, not having a set there at the end. And, Johnny had his hardware issues, and then it was just Hunter and I.
All right, so as far as the my next question is, as far as the championship 4 points go, it goes by position in the race, right?
Yeah.
So not only did you pull down the race win here, but you are in fact the champion.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And it's been a really good season. I got way more wins than I ever dreamt I would. Happy to cap it off. It would have been disappointing with the way the season had gone if I hadn't pulled it off here. So feels great. It's stiff competition in this league. So I'm happy to get it done.
Well, it looked like you had to win it to win the championship. I mean, most of the race tonight, and anyone that rewatches the broadcast can see it. But most of the race, it was the four championship contenders in the top four, and then you actually
Yeah,
had
I
the
mean,
two Dash for Cash guys, fifth and sixth, or the
yeah, I think
two of the
you
four of
could.
them.
I think you could tell who was putting the practice laps in for this one, and sometimes it's hard to do that if you're not on the championship running or you don't have a that special incentive to go for it. But it's everybody out there was pretty quick, and like I said, you could see who put the laps in, and yeah, I did notice at one point when the top four championship guys run at 1, 2, 3, 4, and I kind of thought to myself that's this is pretty cool. And it's unfortunate it didn't come out that way where we could have finished 1, 2, 3, 4 with the battle, but that's the way it goes.
So that makes you a two-time champion here now, correct?
I can't remember. This league transitioned from a different league a number of years ago, and I can't remember if the first championship I got was the last year of that league or the first year of this league. But I think of them one as the same. Yeah, second one.
So there you go, two championships, a race win here, and I wasn't with you all season, so I'm not sure how many wins you had this season. If you know what that number is, but
I think it was maybe 7 or 8. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure after last week it's like two in a row for me here in the booth to get you in here as a winner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row.
It's been a good season.
You made it count tonight, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You racked it up, but I mean, we watched it. It was a great race. It really was, and that car, you look like you had it pretty much on rails on that final run there.
I'd gotten the fuel load dialed in pretty well, which is actually kind of an interesting thing because when we took that caution with maybe 60 to go or so, I was trying to figure out how much fuel to add, and I was just thinking of handling, and I only added enough to make it. I was going to be like 4 laps short if it had gone green, and I was kind of thinking like, oh man, am I going to have to do a stop in the middle and hope I catch up, or do I clutch it, or do I just go for it and hope there's a caution? And sure enough, it worked out where caution came out to kind of bail me out of there, but that would have been a pretty devastating way to not even be in the running for it.
Yeah, for 2 or 3 of you guys, that caution looked like it was a blessing in disguise for you guys to go down there and get those tires. And the 7, I think, was on the same tires you were, so was there a little bit of concern there on that final restart of what how fast the 7 or how good the 7 might be on that run?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Maybe we were on level playing field, and I think Johnny was with us too on the same playing field before his hardware issues. So I mean, this championship, so you're gonna throw it in there if you could, and create some pain if you need to. And I think Adam and I did at one point, kind of unintentionally, when I was battling with him for the lead at one point. But Hunter's quick; he wouldn't have gotten here if he wasn't. And, obviously Johnny's quick, and Adam is too. So anytime one of the guys is up there and in position to make a run for it, you're definitely a little nervous.
Absolutely. Steve, do you have anyone you want to thank while we have you in the booth here tonight?
Infinite Hero, all of our sponsors here for the league, Jeff and Patrick for putting on another great season. All the guys here in the league, it's great competition. Thanks to you for coming on broadcast, and can't wait to see this one, and just everybody else who supports us and keeps this thing going.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And any other information you want to give? I know that that you are you're one of the top guys in the league. So if you have any like next season recruiting stuff like that, anything there?
I I think we're always trying to bring in a few new faces at the start of the season. We'll probably be advertising to probably bring in another I don't know maybe 5 or 10 guys or something like that, just to round out the field before we start in January. There'll be some posts out on Facebook and probably do some recruiting in the fixed races, the official races too.
Yeah, they'll have to. There is a link in the broadcast. If you click on more, that'll give you the website for the American Sim Racing League, and they can I know they can find the Facebook and your Discord and stuff on there. So Steve, we
Yep, sounds
appreciate
good.
it, and congratulations, the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series champion and the race winner here at Phoenix tonight.
All right, yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. All right, so we got the champion there. We're going to go find our second place driver, Michael McCauley.
Yep, that'd be Jeff Yanish.
Yep. You want this one?
Don't matter.
Jeff Yanish, we got you up in the broadcast booth. Vern Bradley and Michael McCauley, you got a copy?
Hey, I got you. How's it going, guys?
Take it away, McCauley.
Hey, Jeff. So, walk us through your race. We know you started 13th here, worked your way up to second place finish. Walk us through your race.
Yeah, did not have a great qualifying effort. I think I was the last place car amongst those that put down a time, so that was kind of embarrassing. But I was back there with Steve, and I was just kind of biding my time the first stage there. I know some guys decide to take tires halfway through the stage. I decided it might make sense to save that set in case I need it later on. That ended up being a smart call, it turned out. So yeah, that was the early part of the race. Just kind of kept improving as the race went on. I was pretty off pace at the beginning. Didn't really have a good handle on the car, and I had a couple close calls in the dog leg where I almost lost control. But towards the end, I kind of figured it out. Had decent pace, but obviously had nothing for Steve on tire management.
It's just about that tire management. So, what was your strategy with the tire limit here? Like, were you trying to save them or use them all when you could get them, or what was your tire strategy?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to not burn the first set in the first stage. Other than that, I was just kind of playing it by ear. Yeah, obviously, if there was a caution late in the race there, I don't think anyone saved any extra sets, but that obviously would have been a path to win if someone would have done that.
Yeah. We also saw, I think, too, probably midway through the race, there was that kind of big pile up. I think you somehow made your way through that one.
Yeah, that was kind of scary. I wasn't sure exactly what happened there with Adam, but yeah, I just saw a bunch of cars in front of me, hit the brakes, took a left, somehow dodged everything, and came out the other side, luckily.
So this is obviously my first, half race with you guys broadcasting. So kind of since it's the wrap of the season, just kind of recap your season, how it went, and yeah, go from there.
Yeah, I was the first guy out of the Final Four, which kind of sucked. I've been trying to get into the championship four every season here, and this is definitely the closest I came. I got my first race win this season in Richmond, which was a long time coming as far as I was concerned. So that was definitely a highlight. Definitely had a strong finish to the season here in the playoffs. I think four top fives in a row, which is pretty cool. So definitely some momentum going into next season. I know we're changing to the Xfinity car, so I'm going to have to get back up to speed on that one. I haven't driven that one too much recently. But yeah, it was a good season overall.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're ending on a strong note and going to jump into next season with a strong start. So anybody you'd like to thank while we got you in the booth?
Thanks to our league sponsors. I know Kitty Cat Coin was on board this season, helped us out quite a bit. We had Buck Hicker, Lost Chevrolet, Buick. You guys for stepping up the last few races of the season, help fill the gap in the broadcasting. We're looking forward to having you guys back for the future. You guys do a great job. Just thanks to all our league members. We just completed our sixth season, and the league keeps getting better every season, which is awesome. And we're looking forward to really big things next season also.
All right, great. Thanks for having us, and good luck next season. And yeah, good P2 finish here tonight.
You got it. Thanks, guys.
Jeff, thanks, buddy. Good run tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, so that was the P2 finisher right there. And we got we got second place in the championship tonight. We got to interview.
Yep.
And then if Todd Cray's still on, we might pull him up here too. I don't see him though, so we'll go with Hunter Waters here. Hunter Waters, this is Vern and Michael McCauley up in the broadcast booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I hear you loud and clear, Vern.
Man, I tell you, I talked to you before the race, and that 7 car was looking pretty good. What did you need there, Hunter?
Probably an extra set of tires or two compared to Steve. I mean, he was just so dang fast. I kind of figured he made a mistake in qualifying, didn't realize we only had one lap, so he was a little bit handicapped at the beginning, but I knew that he'd be up front, at some point, and obviously, he showed that. I didn't anticipate being faster than him. I figured I'd have to try to pull some fiddlesticks or something to try to beat him. But I'm happy, I'm thankful for second place. I guess I should say. I'm definitely not happy, but a lot of talented people. Unfortunate for Johnny and Adam both. Johnny with some hardware issues, and Adam I know was caught up in an incident and was short on tires. I think because of that or whatever the pit cycle situation was. So I'm glad to be somewhat competitive. Maybe if that last run was 15 laps, 20, 15 laps, I could have been, more around Steve. I didn't really know the right balance there at the end. I didn't know if I should try to get ahead of him or try to, maybe bump him and see if he could fall back to third or fourth, at the very beginning and use up a little bit more trying to pass a couple people. But regardless, Steve probably would have found his way to first place.
Yeah, we seen some moments for your teammate tonight when you mentioned him, and we hated to see that. And you guys qualified 1 and 2, and I'll tell you early on in this thing, and like you said on those short runs, your 7 car was looking pretty fast there.
Yeah, and that's almost the disappointing part because I was trying to, take into consideration tire wear, and I think I was just driving it in a hair too hard. Maybe it was okay on exit, but that ultimately kind of really made you loose, 20 laps in or however long. But yeah, Johnny, unfortunately, he's had a small history, I guess, of issues with his wheelbase shutting off for, I don't know if it's like vibration from contact, does something with the cords there or whatever that connection issue is. But really unfortunate for him. He was pretty competitive compared to Steve. They were probably fairly equal on pace. Steve might have been a little bit quicker than him on a longer run, but on a shorter run, I'm sure it was pretty even. And for myself, if it was that 10, 15 lap run, I wasn't trying to even push the boundaries of what a short run was for me. So I think I could have been as fast as anybody if that's what it came down to. But unfortunately, Lady Luck just didn't really fall my way with that.
Yeah, if anything could have happened there, I think a later caution might have really made a tight, interesting race there at the end, Hunter.
Oh yeah, well I definitely tried for that first bit, but Steve he's just able to kind of keep that little bit of grip extra, able to kind of stay planted, not really lose, have any sort of break in traction, and not getting loose on the corner entry or exit necessarily. From what I saw, maybe if you ask him, it's a different story, but he was really talented. He won, God knows how many races this season, probably around 5 or 6, if not more. So, we couldn't have had a more deserving champion to end the season on. So by no means does Steve, walk out of here feeling like he grabbed that from anybody else. That, he probably felt like that was his all season long.
Well, I'll tell you what, nothing to hold your head down about. You were going for that first championship here, but runner-up is not bad at all, Hunter. And there's next season and a lot of momentum for you.
Yeah, I think I speak for probably a few members of the league whenever I say we're all looking forward to next season. Going back to the B car, I know that's a bit more of a traditional stock car handling. Might kind of catch some guys, catch their eye and be some tight, action-packed field, pack racing, I'm sure. With this car, the next gen, it's something everybody's been kind of learning. And, it has changed a little bit from build to build, whether that be the handling, whether it be the damage. So, there's a lot of different factors coming in with this next gen car that has kind of, provided some instability. So this B car I'm really looking forward to. I think everybody is, just because it's fun to race. I'm not necessarily looking forward to it because I think I'm going to win a whole bunch, but just because it is pretty dang fun to drive. So, I'd just like to thank everybody in this league, ASL, thank Kitty Cat Coin, thank Law Chevrolet Buick, thank my teammates at AEW Racing, Johnny, Tyler, Jesse. Richard Fletcher joined us for the kind of the second half of the season, so that was a lot of fun. Riding along with him. Johnny, I just got to feel bad for him. Say something for him because he was pretty dang good this year too. I know he was, just as competitive as any of us. So to go out like that, you always just want to kind of have a fighter's chance, I guess, at the championship. Thanks to Jeff, thanks to Adam, and Patrick as well for putting on the league. And I also would like to shout out Todd Cray and Jeff Yenish for this race in particular, because I'm sure that there were a couple times that they thought, man, the 7 car's kind of slow in front of me, but they treated me with a lot of respect since I was racing for a championship. So definitely not something that, that goes unnoticed for me. So I appreciate that, and that's just something we can come to expect with the guys in this league and kind of the respect level that exists between everybody, and the friendly competition that exists. It's something we can really appreciate.
Yeah, even in the booth, we hated to see the problems that your teammate Johnny had. He had a hot rod. I mean, he was going to be up there competing with not just Steve, but with you, right there at
Yeah.
the
Oh
end,
yeah.
because you guys were all on the same tire strategy.
Oh yeah, and there were moments in that run there where we were bumper to bumper to bumper. It felt like I thought I was pushing Johnny, he
You
was
were.
pushing Steve maybe down the straightaway. I was like, I don't know if I should pass him and like Steve get away from us a little bit, or if I should just stay right on the back of him for as long as I can. So like I say, it's a lot of fun. I definitely don't love Phoenix. I'll talk a little trash. I'd like to see a different track be the championship race maybe, just because of the way it is, but that's just more of a personal thing. I don't know if everybody loves the track or not, but going back to a homestead or maybe a mile and a half that we're all kind of familiar with, with that old school NASCAR feel to it would be appreciated by me. I know that for sure.
McCullough, you believe that guy finishes third in the race, second in the championship, and he don't like the track.
Hard to believe.
Well,
you
it's
finished
definitely
third,
something.
McCullough. You'd like it, would you?
Probably not. I want to be a track. I'm going to finish first at.
Man, you guys are tough tonight.
It's all in the heart.
Hunter, you got anyone you want to thank? I know it's been a heck of a season for you, man, and just getting in that top four though and racing for the championship. It don't matter if you win it or lose it, buddy, because that momentum's there for next season.
Yeah, thank you. I believe that this was my first appearance in the championship four, so I'm just thankful to have had a shot in the first place, because who knows what could happen with kind of some of that unpredictability. We saw some incidents with guys with that banking transition in the dog leg. I was kind of close to being in one of the wrecks too,
Yep.
so just to be able to survive and everything, just got to be glad that I had a shot at the end. That I was in second place until Jeff caught me and got by me. So definitely happy with the position, happy with it. It's always just a little disappointing whenever you have that opportunity and you aren't able to capture it. But I'm definitely happy with the finish, happy with the season. And as far as shout outs goes, I kind of mentioned a few guys, but again, just to reiterate, shout out everybody in the league. This is something we've been a part of and have grown a little bit, over the past few seasons, over the past 2 years or so. I think it's come a long way. We've got a lot of really, really competitive guys in here, who are talented and know how to race with respect and to put on a good show. So that's something that's not always easy to find. It's something that I definitely appreciate. Something we work hard for sure. So just shout out everybody in the league, and I just look forward to seeing everybody back next year. You guys included, Vern. I look forward to watching this race back, even if I didn't get the checkered flag.
Hunter, I'll tell you what, man, that great interview. Everything you just said right there. I mean, couldn't have been said better by anybody else. And I've enjoyed the last three races and being able to do this for you guys, and it's been a ton of fun. And congratulations once again, and we'll talk to you later on, buddy.
Yep. Thank you very much, Vern, and partner in the booth. I appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next season.
All right, thanks, Hunter.
Mhm.
So that's it, Macaulay.
That's a wrap.
Is it a wrap? Oh, we got some standings, I think. Results.
Oh, yep.
All right, so the winner tonight, he won the race and the championship. That's Steve Yenish in the 27. His brother, Jeff Yenish, in the 89, going to bring it home P2 tonight. In third place, we just talked to him. He was second in the championship points. That's a 7 of Hunter Waters. Back and forth. He wasn't in Discord, or I'd have interviewed him, Macaulay. Todd Cray, the Dash for Cash winner tonight. Fifth place going to be the 46 of Ray Polking. In sixth was the 45 of Tyler Powers. And in seventh was the 84 of Cody Blackmore. Back in eighth, the 9 of Adam Matz. So I'm believing Adam's going to bring it home third in the championship. Ninth, the 72 of Jerry Cochran. Back in 10th, the 43 of Richard Fletcher. And 11th was the 11 of Joseph Seville, and back in 12th was the 20 of Todd Chase. 13th was that 4th championship driver, and man, he led a lot of laps, and luck wasn't in the cards for him. That's the 63 of Johnny Avila. Dwayne Hunt in the 19 will bring it home 14th, and then 15th on the field will be the 83 of Joe Burchett. So that's going to do it for the season. That's going to do it for Phoenix. That's going to do it for the championship. And it's been fun. Watching the Cup cars go around there, it's kind of nostalgic for you a little bit, wasn't it, Macaulay?
It was just a little.
Just a little. I think we've broadcast these Cup cars before.
We have a couple times at Phoenix.
Seen some similar races at Phoenix, haven't we?
We have.
That cars darn sure look good, but we were able to go 0 drop frames on another broadcast, Michael McCauley.
That's good.
Gotta love it when you can do that. And, man, I can't thank you enough for coming in the booth halfway through the race tonight and finishing this thing out with me.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me up here.
I couldn't have asked for anything better for the final race here. But I appreciate it from everyone. We definitely appreciate all the fans, everybody that tunes in week and week out. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Like the video for the drivers. Like it. They earned it. They deserve it, so like it. As far as that goes, I won't be disappearing from the broadcast booth, so if you hang out with on the WFO Racing Network, you'll see when I go live. And I think you can click a little bell or something and it'll tell you, right, Macaulay?
I believe so. You can click that bell and it'll get a notification when we go live.
That's right. So if you want to do that, you can. But that's it. I know that they are recruiting from a message that I got. And I think I read it before, but I can't remember the details of it, so I have to look at it again. Oh, schedule for next season is also here. And a link to the website is in the description on the stream, guys and gals. So if you want to check that out, you can, and you'll figure out any recruiting for next season in the Xfinity car. And it says the next season will begin on January 1st. So sign up at AmericanSimRacingLeague.com. And that's it for our broadcast tonight. It's been fun. We want to thank the American Sim Racing League and the Kitty Cat Coin Elite Series, all the drivers, everybody else. Have a great night.